And good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We are here on a beautiful, non-rainy Wednesday night. It's been raining most of the day, but a good time to come inside and talk a little bit of football. And man, I'm excited about tonight. We are in the midst of one of the biggest players that's ready to break out this season. He is a senior at Pineville High School, leading that Rebel Rising, and it's none other than Jacob Miranda. Jacob, welcome.
Thank you for having me on. Pleasure to be
Dude,
here.
it's exciting. Looking forward to it. There's been a lot of media around you guys over at Pineville. A lot of folks coming out thinking that you got something special going this season, and everybody, when they look around, they point to you on there. How does that make you feel, knowing that it's your senior year and folks are looking at you?
It's a little bit of pressure. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit of pressure, but pressure makes diamonds, and I'm built for it. God wouldn't put me through it if I wasn't built for it. So the whole team is
Look,
ready.
that's pretty good. And I will ask you that. It's been a tough couple of years for the Rebels, but not in heart and not in fight. You would see, you guys were in that fight the entire way in a lot of those ball games. And one thing or another would happen. It looked like momentum would get in there. What's the mindset over there this season, following up the summer and the way it's been?
Well, everybody just feels like underdogs, kind of. We need to start realizing that, like, we really started realizing that everything's not an uphill battle for us, and we need to start thinking more like everything's level playing field. And I think we start getting more in that mindset, we can really be special this season.
As a senior this year, you've had seniors that have poured into you. What do you do in those group of younger kids that are coming up, saying, "Look, this is the way that we do things here. Throw the records out the window, but this is what that Rebel Rising is about."
Yeah, the younger guys are looking up to us. We're just trying to set the best example that we can for them, and we have a lot of kids that underclassmen that are ballers too, and they're gonna show out this season too. We're just trying to set the best example and just put our best foot forward, really.
You got a couple of new coaches over there. It looks like, I know last year Coach Justin Charles came over there. How's it been working with JC?
Man, he's great. Yeah, he's had a very positive influence on our defense. Very good coach, very good mentor to me. He's been teaching me a lot, and he's just a very good coach. We're blessed to have him.
Well, that's true, and that's what you see. I know you had Coach Scully that has come over there and will be around that defense. You guys have a lot of coaches with a lot of experience that are there on that defensive side of the ball. So how's that relate to the field this year?
All of them, they give us very very good tips. They they just been making us better all around. They've been bringing energy to us. Coach Scully is a great. What he's doing with the linebacker core, he's great. He's working them, and it's some intensity that I feel like we needed, and he's bringing it to us. And I look forward to it on the defensive side of the ball. We're gonna ball out like usual.
You use the term ball out, and I watched your huddle highlights from your junior year. The speed at which you get to the football, it's crazy. You'll see a run, and you'll start from that safety position, probably 10 or 12 yards back, and be in the backfield. How do you zone in on the football that well?
That comes with a lot of just spending time just watching film and stuff. Coach Charles harps a lot on studying the opponents, studying who we play, learning their tendencies, everything. Once you start studying so much, it gets a lot easier. Making plays on the ball, getting there to the ball. But when I see it, you just got to come down to it.
Look, and you do that as well as anybody. We talked a little bit off air, and we talked about that special little play in the Winfield game in week one last year. I'm going to bring it up on the monitor. Let's take a look at that. And then when it's over with, you take me through what your mindset was in there as well. So hang tight and let's look at that.
Yes, sir.
For the Winfield Tigers in motion, quarterback, hands off, running back, 41. Hey, wait, Rebels come up with the football. What? Touchdown, Pineville.
So that play got you our Quibido's Player of the Week, our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game. You kind of swept the honors that week. Man, that was pretty special. I saw the smile on your face when that play was going. Take me through that.
Oh yeah. Well, that game I had noticed that the running back he really wasn't holding on to the ball very tight or anything. You know, he had a messed up wrist that game, and I saw that. I just saw an opportunity to take the ball away and make a play for the team.
How do you pick up on an injured wrist on somebody like that? Man, that's football IQ, and you're watching for those small things in a game.
Those small things, man, can make so much of big difference if you just key in on those small things. You know, whether it's just somebody has an injury, any of that type of things, you just got to key in on it, and it makes a big difference.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm sure you've watched that highlight play a number of times on there too.
Yes, sir, I have. I have.
So after we got a great senior, we're going to go through the schedule here in a minute too. But what is it? What do things look like for Jacob Miranda after high school? Who's some of the guys you've been talking to?
Some of the schools I've been talking to, Grambling State, NSU, a few D2s out of state. I have an LC offer, and I have a Massachusetts Maritime offer right now. Those are the schools I've been talking to a lot.
How do you end up with a Massachusetts Maritime? That I understand Northwestern and Grambling and LCU, but it's kind of outside the norm.
Yeah, it is. It is quite outside the norm, but just struck up a conversation with the coach, and he found some interest in me and threw me the O.
Well, I heard this from Brett McCormick. As a matter of fact, somebody's going to get a steal when you ink the pen to paper on there too. And how fun has this recruiting process been?
It's been very fun. My bad. It's been very fun. It's been very exciting building relationships with coaches throughout the year, especially my junior year. I'm expecting a big breakout season, having a lot more attention this year. That's the goal. Get a lot more attention.
You know, a lot of these coaches like to get their best athletes on the field at different times. Any opportunities for some offensive side work there? Have you ever played on the other side of the ball?
Yeah, actually. I was talking to the receivers coach, Coach Brown, and he talked to me about possibly getting in on some offensive reps this season. So we'll just see what happens.
Look, that's right. We can't give too much away. That's it in a scouting trip for other teams to get out there. We'll save some of that. But you know, anybody that you talk to, you want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they use terms like ball hawk, and they talk about kids like Teron Matthew, the honey badger, and they talk about you going instinctually to the ball just like that. What is it you think that gets your IQ like it is on the football field?
Just a lot of film studying. You know, when I'm not at the gym or just at the field house working out, I really do enjoy like the mental aspect of the game. It's a lot funner than like you might imagine. It's fun just watching film, figuring out offenses' tendencies and things like that. I feel like that plays a big part in my instincts. It's just grown over the years. You know, I played as a sophomore against grown men at the time, and you get a lot of good mental reps all those seasons playing.
You get in District 2-5A, and that's about as tough a football as you will find anywhere else. The likes of Ruston and West Monroe and Washington right here in your backyard of Alexandria. And it's just, you throw it, and this year adds Neville into the mix.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be competition. It's always competition playing in 5A. But, you know, we've just been getting better and better. I feel like we're going to put up really good showings against those teams, those big teams. And we just something that's really been harped on a lot is just getting our mental aspect, believing that we can play with any team in the state. You know, Ruston, the state champs last year. You know, I think we can play with any of them. To be honest.
Look, that's the confidence that you have to have, because we talk to a number of folks out here too, and if you don't have that mindset, why are you even out there playing it? That's what you're there for.
Exactly.
You know, we talked. You got to have that dog. Look, we talked a little bit off air before we came on here tonight. You committed to the Gridiron All-American Bowl game that's going to be in Baton Rouge. Talk about playing the best of the best. What does something like that do for the game of Jacob Miranda?
Oh, it just gets me better. Just playing against some really good competition, the best of the best in the state, and from other states as well. You know, I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be really good. Get me prepared for college. Just playing against the best of the best and show out in front of scouts, things like that.
Look, you see the comment on the bottom of it too. That's Jace Lazerne right there. He's proud to say that's a Gridiron Football All-American commit right there, and indeed it is. We had Jace on the show the other night, and the work that they do, the article he did, and I'm going to bring up some of the pictures from that camp that you just went to, and that led to the offer, and that led to the commitment and the opportunity. So take us through some of these. There you go. Take us through what's going on. Let's start here with the first one of what they're doing and what that camp entails.
Yeah, that's me running the 40 right there. I got my 40 PR. I ran a 4.51 at the camp, and that was pretty big for me. Yeah,
that is, and you see the different looks of some things what are going on at camp, and they said that one of the most solid DBs out I saw, and this looks like you're pretty locked in right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They have some good competition, good talent at that camp. I got a lot of good reps. It was a little bit of a smaller camp, but I got a lot of really, really good reps.
Do you have plans on going into the other camps or anything else, or once football season gets here, you're locked in?
Oh, once football season gets here, I'm locked in for sure. For sure.
There you go. We'll get one last one. It looked like you were in this one. We've got to do it. Looked like you were jumping up on top of a blocking dummy or something. What was going on here?
Yeah, that was some agility stuff. They just want to see how our vertical was. So they lined up 3 big bags over, and we just had to jump over them.
Look, I'd have tripped and fell and knocked them all over. Is what I would have done on there. No doubt about that. Here's a look at the 24 schedule for the Rebels. You see Buckeye at home there in the Jamboree. They've got a new system, got the coach in from St. Mary's that's over there too. But you guys, I mean, there's no weeks off early on. You got New Iberia, there's Avoyelles, and not the same Avoyelles, but a very, very talented Avoyelles. And then you've got 2 back-to-back big ones is there at Taug and Leesville. Let's look at the first half of your schedule and take me through your thoughts on that.
Yeah, our schedule, I feel really, really good about it. I feel really good about our chances this year. We really have the chance to go 5-0, and that'll be really major for us. I can't really remember the last time Pineville went 5-0. So that we have a chance to make history, and we have a special group of seniors. I've been with these guys through the toughest times. I feel like we're all really locked in. The coaches want it bad. The players want it even more. So I think we have a really, really good upside for our team.
Indeed, you do. What would a 5-0 start do, or 4-1, or 5-0, or anything for the confidence level going into that juggernaut of a schedule that you see that starts with a trip to Neville?
Yeah, I feel like if we can build that momentum in the beginning of it, sky's the limit for us, really.
Look, indeed it is. You look at an Alexandria trip at home, West Monroe there at home. West Monroe at home is always a good battle. And then you talked about traveling up to defending state champion Ruston Bearcats. I saw a report the other day. They were ranking the number 1 teams in the state in any classification, and Ruston's right up there. And, I mean, that's the kind of game you want to play.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You want to go against the best. That's the only way to get better is you go against the best,
Indeed, it is on there. So you guys are the scrimmage this year. That should be around the 23rd. So it's about a month away. Who do you guys have in the scrimmage?
Natchitoches Central is our scrimmage game. We're going to Natchitoches. We're gonna play at the NSU Stadium.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Exciting. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
What do you want to leave as a legacy once your time down at Sandy Canyon is over with there and home of the Rebels? What do you leave?
I really just want to show that you can really make it from Pineville. Give some inspiration to those underclassmen. To work for something. You can make it somewhere coming out of there. So that's really what I want to leave. Just inspire the younger ones.
Well, Jacob, we're excited for the season. We're excited about the work and the work ethic that you put in, and we're looking for a great season out of you. Appreciate you taking time to sit down with us, my friend, and look forward to talking to you more throughout the season as well. How's that?
Yes, sir. That sounds great. Thank you for having me on. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. And you spent a lot of time fixing your hair beforehand. Did everything go fine? Did you get some texts in there during this?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good.
Of course he did. That's right. Jacob
Of course.
Miranda joining us out here as a senior defensive back for the Rebels of Pineville High School. Looking forward to a big season out of him. And Jacob, we'll see you soon, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Miranda joining us, and we'll see you next time.